Formula.
Welcome back to Formula Friday, your should-be weekly Formula One show. I'm Nick, that's Lewis. We weren't on last week because I got married on Sunday, and I had some housework to do because I wasn't going to get it done, like mowing the lawn. Lewis, I hadn't had a chance. My now wife and I have been so busy leading up to the wedding where our lawn just kind of got away from us, and I looked at it Wednesday, and I'm like, Wednesday morning before I left for work, and I'm like, this has to get done. This has to get done.
Yeah. I have well, the adulthood.
Yeah. That's why the show didn't happen last week, but I'm married now. Hello, that's how my week has been. I kind of jumped the gun. I'm sorry. But yeah, Lewis, I got married. I've been off of work. Our honeymoon isn't until August. I go back to work tomorrow. I just took a few days off to decompress. My wife and I got matching tattoos today. That's fun.
Oh, nice.
We both got a scythe.
Ooh.
And I've been playing a lot of Tokyo Extreme Racer because Forza Horizon 6 is out in about 20 days. 21 days. It's out soon, and I just have been playing a lot of Tokyo Extreme Racer on my Steam Deck to kind of fill that void of racing JDM cars in Japan. But also, I think Tokyo Extreme Racer is one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. I love that game, dude.
So would you say if Forza is out there on the horizon? I gotta laugh.
Also, I just wanted to say really quick, as a wedding gift, you gave me your McLaren MP44 manual. I don't have it in here. I think it's still packed up with some stuff. We basically put everything in a pile after the wedding, and we've been slowly dealing with it since there was a lot. But I just want to say thank you for giving me that. I love the McLaren MP44, and that is one of the coolest books ever, and it is a very nice thing that you did. So thank you.
No problem. Like I said, I figured, like I got it years ago, and then, like it's just been sitting there, and I was like, you know what? Who would enjoy this? Is Nick, who's a very big into McLaren, big into Formula One history. MP44 is an amazing car.
So good.
Plus, there's another Haynes manual out there that I've been eyeing, and this gives me a reason to get it, which is the Sebastian Vettel Red Bull. So, I mean, it gives me an excuse to, oh no, now I have to get this one to fill that void.
An Adrian Newey book.
Next to an Adrian Newey book. Weird. I know.
How's your week been, though? Oh, I also got a new gear shift because I have my steering wheel. I've had this for a while, but I got the gear shift, and I've been trying to learn how to drive stick better. I'm bad at it.
Nice. Honestly, a fun game to do is stick. If you have a PC that can play games, Beam NG, because it has the synchro gear thing, and if you shift wrong, it ruins your transmission, and it's really fun.
I've been playing Project Cars 2 with it, and you can do a lot of customization, even to the point where you can stall out your car.
Yeah.
You have to put down the clutch and everything to restart it. I didn't want to re-download Forza because it's a very big game.
Yes.
Forza Motorsport. So like I have Horizon 4 that I've been messing around with. It's not exactly the same, but Horizon 4 is my favorite Horizon other than 3. I might rate 4 above 3 at this point.
4 is pretty good. Yeah.
4 is really good.
The soundtracks really make them good too. That's what whatever one had Poor Robinson's language on there was that was great.
Anyway, sorry. How was your week? I keep
no, you're good. Like your shirt says, Sunday was a day to remember. Aha!
Nice.
I'm 2 for 2 today. Week's pretty good, just busy work and building the synth project. That's been fun. I found I kinda have been learning CAD because of this project, learning electrical engineering, so everything, microcontrollers and everything. So because of this one tiny little project that I wanted to do for audio, I am learning all these different things. And
what a side quest.
Yeah, so I have I have it in 3 different tiers. So here's the mid tier, here's a control center tier. I'm gonna have oscillators, filters, LFOs, envelopes, all right here. Then I got a bottom layer printing right now. That's the bottom base, and then I'm gonna have a top layer to tell you where everything goes. It's with toggle switches, and it's called the toggle tree because I love alliteration.
That's incredible, Lewis. You're like, I really admire you because you're like, I want to do this thing, and I'm just gonna learn what's necessary to do this one specific thing, even if it's like a bunch of other side quests just to get this one big project done. I love that. I try to do that, and then I can't stick with it because I'm undiagnosed with something and I keep getting distracted. I'm like, I start on a project and then I like, oh, what about this project though?
Yeah, I get that way too. And like I found a little thing that's kind of dangerous for me. AliExpress, which is very cheap Chinese
Ah,
electronics,
yep.
and which is fine for my project because I can get cheap little Arduinos and ESP32s for like a couple bucks, and it's like, oh, I could use that for this, and use that for this, and use that for this, and yeah, it's been a dangerous path for me because it's just been growing and growing, but it's been very fun and learning different voltages and everything else. Like Arduinos are 5 volts, where ESP32 is a 3.3 volts. So then you have to communicate the two. You have to you have to turn down the voltage without interfering. And it's been really fun and frustrating.
That sounds both fun and frustrating. You mentioned learning CAD. I took a CAD class in high school, and our whole project was we had to build our dream house. And he was supposed to like print it out for us, and we were supposed to keep it, but we were so behind schedule in that class that a bunch of us finished it up basically right before the last day of school that year. It's like my
Mm.
sophomore year, I think. And I got a good grade on it. I've just never seen it again. I don't remember it. I think it was a ranch style with a two-car garage. It was
Oh,
very
nice.
simple. I like ranch style houses.
Yeah, me
My
too.
my wife, whenever we get a house someday, she likes having another floor. So
Yeah, big old front. I want like a little front deck. I don't know. We're both from Iowa. It's just it's weird for me. You grew up, I believe, in the country, but for me, it's
uh-huh.
like that's a dream is to live in the country.
Oh god, dude, you have no idea how badly I miss it. It's like I was talking about this with somebody the other day where I was too young to appreciate the solitude.
Hmm.
Growing up, like I would get so bored. I was 10 miles from the nearest town, right? That's about a 10-minute drive. And like I couldn't just go hang out with my friends when I was younger. When I got my license, it was different. But growing up, it's just like I just want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. I went to college in the city. I've lived in the city ever since. And it's just I go home and visit. And my mom, she's moved into town now. But even then it's so quiet.
Yeah,
Town is so much more quiet than the city. And it's just I miss it, dude. I miss the quiet.
yeah, I know. My sister lives in Chicago. I visited her for my birthday because I wanted some Chicago pizza. Weird. So I drove 10 hours to go to Chicago because I wanted some pizza for my birthday.
That's valid.
Valid. Yeah, very valid. Um,
You gotta get
and
that Lou Malnati's.
Giordano's.
I'm a Lou guy.
Mm. But yeah, it was just so loud there. Like that was one of the first things I noticed. I'm like, this town is so like, how can you anything happen here? It's so loud.
Too loud.
Mm.
Loud like an F1 car.
Ooh.
We're back. Okay. Formula One. It's back this week. Before we break down Miami. Whew. God, we waited so long to get here, and then we just spent 10 minutes talking about nothing. Um, first big news. Well, first big news. The biggest news I would say to come out of this week is Turkey is back.
It's not November.
It's not. Oh, that's a Thanksgiving joke. You're funny.
Thank you.
Um, yes, they are bringing back Istanbul in 2027, I believe.
Yes.
And I have some fun stats for you. So the last time that we raced at Turkey was 2021. Lewis, would you like to guess the podium for Turkey 2021?
So I was going back and forth on that. So we were talking like a little pre-show. We don't really talk much. A little peek behind the curtain here, but we like okay, this is what we're going to talk about. This, and then you said something about last Turkey. I'm like, oh, wasn't that Lewis Hamilton's 100th win? And you were like, no. I was like, huh. I was trying to remember. Was that the Ferrari race where if we stay where we're at, we will be first or second. If no one passes us, we'll stay in our same position. Something like that. Was that the Stroll podium race in the
No,
wet?
no, it
Okay,
was
then I
not.
have no idea.
The podium for Turkey 2021 was Bottas, Verstappen, Perez.
Ooh.
A little bop per ver. Charles was in it for a little bit. Actually, the starting three were Bottas, Verstappen, and Charles, and then Perez. But Ferrari did something, and probably a pit thing. And Charles was running in the top three up until around lap 48, and then he just dropped to fourth and couldn't make that back.
Hmm.
2021 Turkey was a really uneventful race. Nothing happened. Like there was a few lapped cars, but I mean, to give you an idea of what it was, both Mick and Nikita finished. That's
Hmm.
Seb finished 18th. Everybody finished. It was a really chill race. Valtteri finished in an hour and 31 minutes. It was the most efficient Formula, like one of the most efficient types of Formula One race you could have, right? A strict hour and a half, not a whole lot of position changes. I mean, of course, it was 2021, so that was the end of that regulation. It was just wasn't anything too crazy, to be honest. It was when we started to see the scary glimmers of the Red Bull dominance that we were going to see a couple or next year and the
Yeah.
following years. Antonio Giovinazzi. Sorry, I'm just going through. We
Ah,
got
hey,
Seb,
you want to watch
Giovinazzi,
Giovinazzi? He's driving WEC.
Kimi Räikkönen. George Russell is still in the Williams. Fernando was in the Alpine. Nicholas
Well,
Latifi. Oh, buddy, if you knew what you were gonna do at the end of the year.
was that I'm trying to find it. I believe that I was right. That was the race where it's if we keep Bottas behind, we'll still be P1. So if you keep P2 behind, you'll still be P1. Yes, that was one of the Ferrari Masterclass engineers.
Incredible. Okay, well, you have a better memory than I do. So
I
that was
remember
Turkey
weird stuff.
2021. Turkey is going to be back on the calendar, like I said, 2027. They've renewed the contract, which I mean, I guess I'm excited for. I like seeing track diversity in Formula One. I don't
Yes.
like going to the same tracks every year. I don't necessarily know if Turkey's a great track. They haven't raced there that much over the years. Let's see. The first race was 2005, and then we ran there from 05 to 11, and then it was off again the calendar again from 11 to 19, and then 20 and 21 it was back, and now then it was gone. Now it's back again soon.
It's a Tilk track. Herman Tilk.
We know you love Herman Tilk.
He is my favorite guy ever. See, I'm okay with F1 doing this. I don't know what you call Ferris wheel of racetracks. I would love if they would just commit to it, where it's like every other year these tracks are in Hockenheim. You know, you throw in these not random, but like you have a rotation of tracks, and then you have your 5 tracks that will always be on the calendar, and then those are your sprint races. Those are the majors. Like I just want them to do that, and I think that would be the best way to do any of this, honestly.
It's interesting you said the majors. I've never thought about it like that in like quote unquote golf terms. But I don't hate that idea where the sprints happen at the same tracks and those are like the majors weekends. They can have 4 majors.
Yeah.
We know they won't because they want to expand. They want more sprint races. But with like the 4 majors being this huge sprint race weekend, whatever, I like that. And it makes sense because it's a major. You're going to get more points in a major, which that's what naturally the sprint races do. I think we both found a way to make sprint races palatable.
Yeah.
I think that just happened right now.
And here's a better, like, even if you want to expand on this idea even more, European major, the United States major, you know, you can label it as that and make it bigger than what it is. So like, instead of just, oh, it's United States Grand Prix. No, it's a United States major. Like it's a major weekend.
Okay. So let's game this out. European major would be Silverstone.
Yeah.
Right. Monaco is just a major. It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
They can't really do sprints in Monaco, but Monaco has to be a major.
Yeah, so that one's kind of, I don't know. I was gonna say either that or like Monza, or
I mean, Monaco has to be a major just because it's Monaco, right?
Yeah.
I don't like, but like Monaco has to be there. For the US, Coda, yeah,
yeah,
but it should be Coda, but they would honestly probably make Vegas or Miami the major because
yeah,
they're
a
really
lot more money in
Coda.
Miami.
They're treating Coda like the redheaded stepchild now.
Yeah.
And the 4th major, I like your Monza idea, but
unless you want the UAE, like do one of them.
Okay, so let's say there's not 4 majors. Okay, we can still find a compromise where they want 6 sprints and they can always be at the same tracks.
Yeah.
So Australia, yeah, Australia, Monaco, Silverstone, Vegas, I guess. It would have to be Abu Dhabi, yeah.
Yeah. So
Abu Dhabi.
do the last race of the week Brazil?
See, and that's the thing, because let's say we're capping it at 6, because we don't want more than 6 sprints, right? You can't have more
Yeah.
than 6 majors on a. That's what, a sixth of the, or a third. 6.
If you have one every month, that would be like every other month.
You don't want a fourth of the season to be majors, though, do you? That feels like it kind of takes away
Yeah.
the point of.
The major.
Yeah, like 6 would have to be the absolute cap, and Brazil should be in there, but if we're having Brazil, then we'd have to take out like Australia. But I don't know. Australia probably isn't major worthy. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if we think about it, they're starting the season. That's a big event as it is.
Right. So let's take out Australia as the major. One more time. Monaco, Vegas, Monza, Silverstone. Thank you. Brazil.
Yeah.
And what was the 6th one?
Abu
Dhabi.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We did it.
Yeah, and you don't even have to say European major. You can say the British major, the British Major Grand Prix. There you go. The British Major Grand Prix, the American Major Grand Prix instead of just saying the Dakota or the American Grand Prix. You add major to it, it sounds bigger and better.
Okay, we didn't actually change anything about what Formula One does other than shift terminology.
Yeah,
and I think it makes it infinitely more palatable.
And we allowed other tracks to rotate in. We keep those always, and then you add in other tracks throughout the year. Like, not throughout the year, but every other year or whatever.
Holy crap, we're geniuses.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? What's Mohammed Ben Salam's email? Is it just mohammedbensalam@apple.com?
By the way, going back to the start of this, Turkey, remember that?
Yeah.
It's a 5-year contract, so they'll return in 2027 and they'll be set for, I'm going to use my fingers here, I'm embarrassed, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2032. That's 5 years. I'm bad at math.
I'm old. Like, yeah. I just that number is just like, oh wow, that's not that far away.
It doesn't seem like a real year.
No. Like 2012 was just like 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, the 90s was 20 years ago. Okay. So not only did we get to talk about Turkey coming back, we also fixed Formula One sprint racing.
And the calendar issue. We allowed other tracks.
Issue.
Yeah, so we get tired of Spa. Like, oh, Spa's a boring track. Do it every other year. It's not so boring then. Add in South America or South Africa. You can add in like Hockenheim again because everyone wants Hockenheim back. It's the one good tilt track. Because he didn't make it. He just modified it.
Okay. That was Turkey. I don't have a good transition here. Oh my god. Good job, us. Red Bull is copying Ferrari, which is a sentence I didn't think I would ever say.
Yeah, it felt weird. That's weirder than 2032.
Which means Ferrari must be on the right track.
Yeah.
So, up to speed, Ferrari is introduced to the Macarena wing, which is basically here's your wing, and then instead of opening like this, like for DRS used to, it's just there you go, Macarena wing, and that's what they use to kind of mess with their drag and open it up. And there's like this really weird like moment of insane drag when it opens and closes, but it's still not enough to offset. It's incredible. It's an incredible feat of engineering. It feels like it's a system that could break easily because of just the extra moving parts, but Red Bull saw something in it, which is terrifying, and they are doing it now. The Macarena wing is catching on.
I love innovations like this, especially when they catch on. Like blown diffuser, like everyone just started like doing that, and once they figured out like, hey, this is pretty good, like I really love this. And I now that like with retrospect is like, why haven't we done this before? Because it adds an aero brake.
Mm-hmm. It really does.
There's that second where it adds an aero brake, so it's like you can imagine Danny Rick with an aero brake.
Mm.
Like that.
I mean, that's it's been really great for Lewis because late
Yeah.
break Lewis is back. Both Lewis and Danny were really big on late breaking and every other regulation, and this just amplifies it.
Yeah, no, Lewis is really good at late breaking in Baku that one year.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, I really enjoy this. I think it's a great engineering, and like Ferrari's cooking. Like, I don't get it. Like, where has this been?
Well, I mean, they got all the
WEC?
WEC
Yeah.
engineers,
This
the
is
competent ones. I'm a little surprised that this is the innovation that caught on before. Stay with me here. I thought it was going to be a bit more of the subtle, like smaller. You remember the clear little wings they put on to um the Halo to try
yes.
to help move the. I thought that was going to be the thing that other teams caught on to because I mean, and that just makes sense. You know,
Yes.
that is such an easy thing to add onto your car, and it would make a huge difference in moving the air. I thought. I mean, other teams might be doing that. I don't know because it's such a very small, subtle thing, and they're clear, so you can't see them until you're up close, which is an incredible idea, by the way. Like, it's one of those where, of course, we don't want other people to see it right away, but they just made it invisible. It's
Yeah.
like it's so smart in the simplicity, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
Yes.
And I thought that other teams were like, it's not a secret, like we've seen it. I figured that's what other teams would have done first before somebody adopting the Macarena wing, because the Macarena wing seems so radical.
Yeah,
It seems
because
so radical.
I don't know, in a weird way, like what Adrian Newey has always said, that like changing aerodynamics, you have like the whole car works together. So changing one little thing messes up everything. Like,
Mhm.
I get if they can't change the for those the mini wings on the Halo, if you want to call it that, but like I feel like the Macarena wing, you would have to account for so much airflow going to that wing, which you didn't want beforehand because it would cause drag or whatever. But now you want more airflow to go there so you can blow it through. I don't know if anything else has to change with it, or if they already I don't know. This is one of the things I did not think another team would copy, like you said. Honestly, looking at the Adrian Newey design car, I thought there was gonna be a lot of stuff copied there until it didn't drive. But
I guess what I was thinking is if a team did adopt the Macarena wing, it was going to be next season, not 4 races in. Red Bull is bringing an entire package of upgrades, so maybe that package of upgrades was to account for the new wing.
yeah, I mean, that's very true too. Like, they've had a month off. Like, don't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
And they did not finish first in the constructors last year, so they have more CFD time.
That's true.
Yeah, so hopefully, it does work out. They already are pretty good. I mean, Max is obviously really good, and Isaac's been
Isaac
pretty
is
good.
really good.
Yeah, I know. It's so crazy watching him. It's yeah, I don't know. There's not much more to say about the Rebel team, but like, yeah, hopefully it does really good, and hopefully they can actually like improve what they're doing and fight up front.
I want this is a really weird thing I'm about to say. I want Red Bull and Ferrari to both do really well for the next few races until summer break, because I want to see other teams scramble to get their own version of a Macarena wing. I want the
Yes.
Macarena wing to become a standard base feature on this regulation until they redo the regs. I want the Macarena wing to be like the thing. It's like, all
Well,
right, here's our car. We need to get the Macarena wing.
and what makes it really cool is like, if this becomes a norm, like, this is obviously a modification of the regulation or the normal, but if this becomes a norm, then there's gonna be another modification on top of that, which is gonna be even awesomer, better. I don't.
Which
Yeah,
is my favorite part about Formula One is the
it
evolution over
is.
the years. And it's like the double-sided favorite part because yeah, it's cool to see how everything evolves to become, it's like that there's a word for it, but that theory where all the sea creatures basically become a crab. It's
Hmm.
the Formula One version of that, where everything just evolves into crab.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it. Yeah, I really want. I love innovation in Formula One. That is my biggest
Me
thing.
too.
That's one of the big reasons why I love Adrian Newey, is because of the innovations. And
One last bit of news I want to get to. This is something that I put on the sheet maybe an hour ago. My wife and I we're watching a show on Amazon, and a commercial came on because we're not going to pay for no ads. And right away, I'm like, "That's Yuki Tsunoda." And then I'm like, "That's Gordon Ramsay's voice." And Yuki was cooking in the commercial. Yuki Tsunoda is advertising Gordon Ramsay's Hexclad cookware.
Hmm.
And it just made my heart so happy. Because yeah, Yuki's not racing, but what does Yuki love as much as racing? Cooking. And I feel like that's such a thing that like Formula 1 people know, but people who aren't Formula 1 people wouldn't necessarily know about Yuki, that he loves to cook and he loves food, like he's got a passion for it. He says if he wasn't in Formula 1, he'd open up a restaurant. It just watching that made my heart very happy.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always been a fan of Yuki. I love his attitude. As weird as it sounds, is like I don't want to work out attitude. Like I get it. Like I don't want to. Like it just feels realistic in that weird way. And yeah, this is really cool. I haven't seen the commercial yet, but I was watching NBA basketball because playoffs are amazing right now. By the way, amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait for them to be over in what, 7 months?
What? No, month.
Fine, 6.
Anyways, I was watching it and I saw a commercial for Heineken and Max Verstappen was in it.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, what? They're like at a bar drinking and like a guy leans over and then like for a beer and he goes, "Hi, I'm Max." I'm like, "You what?" It's just
oh, that's classic. That is so cool. We're getting that is now 2 commercials in the US that have Formula 1 drivers featured in them, which is really good for the health of the sport. And I'm sure, I mean, they got Apple money now, so I'm sure that that's helping a lot with their advertising.
yeah, that's very true. But yeah, I mean, it was Heineken. Like Max, like I don't know, Max doesn't seem like a guy to endorse much. Like it was just weird to see him. Like I wonder because it said like Max Verstappen, like 3-time or 4-time F1 champion. I can't remember how many times he's won it.
3.
Is
Sorry,
that include? Is yeah? I was gonna say, is it actually 3 years or is it 4? Depends on who you ask. Michael Massey or. But yeah, it's cool to see our sport start becoming more mainstream.
It is. And like it's never going to beat football. It's never going to beat basketball. But I'm just glad that it's on the edge of the conversation, you know? I'm glad
Yes.
that because there are still a lot of people around here who see it as a very niche sport. And in some ways, yes, it is a niche sport, but it's slowly becoming a peripheral sport.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take.
And how long before we can be hipsters and be like, "Oh, we liked it before school"?
Well, see, I still feel like we lost that status because we both are Drive to Survive babies.
True. Fuck.
Which was really kind of the start of where you can't be a hipster about Formula 1. We watched it right when we hopped on the wagon as it had already left.
Yeah, it was leaving the station. We somehow jumped on the caboose.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what we did. I'm on the caboose, you're like a car ahead of me.
Yeah. But like I'm learning about all the other cars.
All right. Lewis,
speaking of cars,
we've waited long enough. It's time to preview Miami. Now, normally I would go through the past and yada yada yada. Here's what happened. I'm still going to do that for last year's race, but first I'm going to offer you a gift, a treat.
Ooh.
There are probably more. I've been on vacation, so I haven't really been on social media, but I've at least seen 2 teams doing special liveries for Miami because we always have to have a special livery for some reason. Cadillac and V-Carb. Now, you are the world's only V-Carb fan, so we are going to start with the V-Carb livery. Lewis, go ahead and give me your first initial reaction to the Miami V-Carb.
Okay, but real quick before I do that, Alpine does have a new paint scheme. It's a yellow stripe.
Okay, I have...
It's a yellow stripe and a yellow wing.
Oh, so the special one they did for Coda last year and Brazil last year and basically the last few races of the season.
Yeah, they're bringing that back. Oh my God. Special. Anyways, here's my first reaction to the V-Carb. Oh, that is hot.
Uh-huh.
Oh My lord. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick, I'm a fan.
From VCarb's Twitter post, in the limelight, introducing the Red Bull Summer Edition inspired livery for the Miami GP. Um,
That is
First of all,
clean.
still hate that Red Bull is getting away with having an obvious junior team on the grid. That really makes me angry. Second of all, this is basically what I wanted the Cadillac to look like.
Oh, that's so clean.
More or less, this is kind of what I wanted the Cadillac to look like. The yellow, the red, the black. This is what I wanted for Cadillac because it looks so freaking good. Look at that. Look how good that looks.
They did it so good.
Oh, it looks so good.
Who is the lead design? They have been knocking out like all their liveries. This is so good. I keep on leaning away from the microphone or the camera because I'm like leaning into my monitor because I'm just like, this is
so.
Oh my goodness, this is beautiful.
I didn't send you this. I'll send it to you over Twitter right now. This is on the rear of the wing, on the inside of the wing. Instead of being yellow, they just put the Red Bull can design on the inside, and I really like that too.
Okay, once. First thing that happens when I log into Twitter is I see the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls F1 team. I hate it. Their post.
Okay, perfect. Click on that post. That's what I just sent you.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that is.
I like that.
Yeah, that's actually not too bad. I'm trying to see if I can download this quick to show everybody on the stream.
With the way they integrated the carbon fiber, and it's a really good looking car. This might be my favorite livery of the season.
It is definitely, yeah. Well, because we haven't really had much, but this is up there for me. Like, this is beautiful.
My favorite one up until this one was Mercedes, just their base livery. But I guess if we want to have a separate bucket for the alternates, this is my favorite alternate so far.
I think this looks so good. I'm trying to sorry about the stream, guys. I gotta update the
apologize,
pictures.
You're good. It's such a I don't know what else to say that I just keep repeating. It just looks so good.
Oh, there's the wing. Yeah. Oh, that is so. The carbon fiber, the black. It's matte. It's clean. You know, I really want a Red Bull right now.
Oh, I love. I can't drink them anymore.
Ah, that's.
I started drinking energy drinks when I was 12. I shouldn't have done
that. I have high blood pressure now too because of it. But that is
I get heart problems.
I honestly give that a 10 out of 10. That is a beautiful looking car.
And now Cadillacs, which I like better than their base livery. I appreciate that they are leaning into the America thing because we both know Haas doesn't unless it feels like they're forced to.
Yes.
But I like that Cadillac. It's the black. It's still the black and white, but they just have the very subtle stars and stripes that blend into the livery itself. I think it's really elegant. It looks nice.
Yeah, the rear wing does have the red, white, and blue, which is nice. I don't know if you saw that. But is there something special about Cadillac to be white and black and look almost grayscale?
It must just be part of their design principles, which I'm not honestly a fan of. I think the black and white in general is just kind of boring.
Yeah, like all you need is just one little color there to make it pop. And like you said, the yellow would make it pop so good here. Like,
and it's not like it's out of question. Their WEC team, they have yellow, they have red, they have blue. Those are their colors.
Yeah, IMSA. Like, I am friends with somebody who used to work on the IMSA team, and like, yes, they that's what they do, and that's the colors and all the. And the yellow chrome would look beautiful here if they just had just a little bit of yellow chrome.
What Cadillac is doing in F1 is the equivalent of the millennial house in home design culture now, where it's got to have the gray vinyl flooring and the stainless steel appliances and the white cabinets.
Yep. I feel that. That's what my wife wants.
I mean, listen, I want us to go back to wood paneling. I want everything to be wood paneled.
Yeah, I you know what's weird? I like 60s aesthetic. It's weird.
Oh, my grandparents had yellow linoleum on their floor, and they used to have like a yellow fridge and the matching
Yeah.
yellow washer and dryer. Incredible.
Yeah, but like I don't know, like even the weird green carpet. Remember those?
Oh,
Yeah,
my
you would just
grandparents also had that.
you would, for some reason it was like sticky. But you're like, why is it sticky? No, just me. It was always my grandparents' house. It was sticky. I don't know why.
My grandparents' carpet wasn't sticky.
Oh,
I think you're alone on that one.
okay. But yeah,
Uh,
I like that. This paint scheme is a. I'm graded on a curve because Haas doesn't do anything, so it's a C.
Fair. One more thing going into Miami before we preview last season or kind of talk about last season. Um, as a part of some of the internal meetings and stuff that regulations they've been trying to rework since they've had a month to do it, FP1 will increase to 90 minutes. I think that is fine. I don't see it being a bad thing.
Yep.
It might make things a little, I don't know, bland, I
Yeah.
guess, but I don't know if it hurts.
I don't think it hurts really anything because, like, what are all? Do you know what they are testing there in FP1?
No, I imagine. I guess my thought was they're increasing it to 90 minutes just so teams have a little more time to kind of figure out how to push it without slamming into walls. But I guess I don't know. Maybe they felt rushed. Maybe it's a sprint weekend thing since sprint weekends are so tightly packed anyway.
Yeah, because I know like one of the new regulations that they talked about was like the battery and everything, and allowing it to charge more. But it was it's very it's very weird to like learn about how the Formula One engine works, and now you got to throw in, hey, how the battery works and how the hybrid system works and how you can think about that. But
There's a lot going on for sure.
yeah,
This regulation, which I mean, that's part of the cycle. I'm not against it. I don't think I feel anything about this increase. It's
uh,
just a thing.
also, most in the chat, new drivers, I believe Colton Herta, yes, is
Oh,
doing
that's right.
FP1.
Herta has been locked into doing. I think Cadillac is just using the crap out of him, which again is fueling my theory that either Checo or Valtteri is not long for that team because they're trying to fast track Herta. Which I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely, they're trying to fast track Herta. Why would the American team not want an American driver?
yeah, I think that's honestly their. If I were had to guess, it would be testing Herta this year. Next year, Herta's reserve, and then the year after, he's in there full time for one of the
Yep.
drivers. Give it 2 years
And
to because that's when their engine's coming out too. Is in 2 years, right, or is it next year?
I think it's a couple years. I mean, that makes sense. Introducing Herta with the new engine, and honestly, the way things are looking, I could see them keeping Checo because of that money, and Valtteri. Like Valtteri's solid, but he's not Checo. And I think even in the 3 races we've had, we can kind of see that Checo's a little farther ahead than Valtteri is, which is
Y-
saying nothing about Valtteri's driving ability. Obviously, Valtteri's a very good driver, but he's not Checo. For many reasons, he's not Checo.
Yeah, and I think honestly, I think when they signed both of these drivers, they signed them with the intention of like, hey, this like you're just helping us build the team. Like we're not
Uh-huh.
expecting anything else. Like we're not expecting podiums or a lot of points or anything like that. Again, that's speculation. I really don't know for sure, but
I mean, you're a
it,
first year Formula One team. Like, no driver signing to that expecting to win.
yeah, and this is with both of these drivers. They're really good drivers, even though like if you're new to Formula One, you wouldn't know that. But like this is like when Michael Jordan went to the Wizards. He wasn't the goat, as he was, but he was still Michael Jordan. Like he was still
They're
good.
they're development hires, which I've said
Yes.
since the beginning, which isn't a bad thing. It's a new team. Why would you not want a guy who's a god at qualifying and a guy who's been a god at racing? Not a god, but great at qualifying, a driver who's great at qualifying and consistent, and a driver who's great at racing and consistent. Both driving for Red Bull and Mercedes, two of the most winning teams in
Yeah.
Formula One. They were always supposed to be development hires while helping shape the car and the team to pave the path for Herta to come up. which I've said this a billion times already. Incredibly great move.
Yeah, they like we haven't seen them really make a mistake, and they have Joe Guan Yu as a reserve, right? And like
They do.
that, who has a lot of experience with the Ferrari engine that's available, Joe Guan Yu. Like, because who else like has a lot of experience with the Ferrari engine that's available? Like, Giovinazzi. Well, he's in WEC. Like, there isn't a whole lot of options out there. I mean, if you want to try to get Kimmy,
Kimmy's not doing it.
yeah, no. Like, by the way, I'm
Seb's
speaking
not
of
doing it.
yeah, Raikkonen, not Antonelli, but yeah, it's
Right.
yeah, those guys aren't going to come back. So, yeah, I don't know. They're making really good moves behind the scenes, even though they don't show it in the stat table. I think behind the scenes, it's a beast that's growing.
1,000%. Like I think I said this right before the season started, or when Cadillac was first announced. I could see Cadillac fighting for podiums in 5 years.
Yeah, I mean because they have the I can't think of the name the guy who's back in the team that tried to buy the team, but F1 said no, so Cadillac came in. Andretti. They have the
Yes.
Andretti name behind it, who has a winning pedigree. His whole family's winning pedigree. It's insane. Like a Schumacher. It's American Schumacher for open wheel racing in a weird way.
Wow, you're right. That is the royal family of racing in America.
Yeah, like he was in Cars.
He was in Cars.
Like who else was in Cars? Michael Schumacher.
Mario Andretti knows my name.
Ah, Michael Schumacher's in my store. Oh, Luigi, pinch me. I've seen that movie so many times.
You need tires, you idiot. That is my most quoted line from that movie. I love it so much, and I don't know why I've stuck onto that line. Yes, so Miami last year. Let's just talk about last year's race quick. Lewis, continuing the game. What was last year's podium?
That was Lando Norris's first win, right?
Nope, not in 2025.
Oh my goodness, where's the time gone?
That was 2024.
Oh my god, where's the time gone? I don't remember. Max
This is
Verstappen.
my new favorite game. Guess the podium. Oscar, Lando, George Russell. It
Okay.
was Oscar's 6th win. It was McLaren's 194th win, and it was the Mercedes 227th win for their engine. It was another sprint weekend. We don't have to talk about the sprint because who cares?
Yeah, we can
Max
sprint through that
actually
discussion.
sure did. Max actually got pole with Lando and Kimi rounding out the top two. The starting grid was Max, Lando, Kimi, Oscar, George. Lap by lap. Let's take a little look-see. Basically, Max was leading up until lap 14, and then Oscar frickin' ran away with it because that McLaren was incredible. We had a couple caution laps where nothing crazy happened. And it was, I mean, all in all, a pretty not very exciting race, but there was still a lot of stuff that happened. Jack Doohan didn't even make it a full lap because of a crash.
Who?
Ollie's engine exploded around lap 27. Gabby had a fuel injection issue. Liam Lawson had an under tray issue with the V carb. So we had 4 DNFs, and then not even, I don't think Doohan even started in Miami, but otherwise it was a pretty chill race. Yuki got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. My take on Miami as a track is, well, as a track, I love it. Just racing in the F1 game, it's a really fun track because you have to be locked in, especially a few corners. You really have to get right and nail. And I can see it being a fun track for, like, if I were a driver, I would like it. The presentation standpoint, I hate it because it's very Miami in all the ways that I hate, where it's not as bad as it was the first year with like the fake yacht or whatever. And they are still doing a yacht club, but they're not trying to make it look like it's just yachts on
water.
platforms with the weird covering for whatever. I think they're trying to still make it Miami, but pull back on the Miami of it all, if that makes any sense. I hate just in general and in principle the fake showiness, but at the same time, that's kind of what Miami seems like to me, is fake showiness. It's like there's a saying that I saw once where, and this isn't, I'm not saying this to make a political statement necessarily. I'm just saying this because it paints the picture of what I'm trying to say. Where I once read where America is a third world country wearing a Gucci belt. And it seems very much like that kind of vibe to me with Miami, where it's painted to look pretty, but it's like tacky, you know? Did I lose you? Hello, I'm back. Lewis had a slight computer issues. He's working his way and getting it back, but more or less that's just my thoughts on Miami. He was hosting the stream, and when his computer crashed, the stream crashed. Mose, just coming to you. There was some dumb entry rule about cameras this weekend to limit influencers. That's I don't know how I feel about that, I guess. On one hand, I guess I don't like it because you kind of need the influencers in the eyes, but on the other hand, I also want influencers there who care about the product and care about who care about being there. Um but I that's all I really got. Uh Lewis is just about to come back to just in time for the grid gamble. Remember the grid gamble? Give me 1 second to get Lewis back into this stream, and then we can party again with Lewis. I need to multi-track. That's not what I tried to do. Sorry. Whoops. Nope. You can stop. Okay, anyway. Let me get Lewis back. And there he is. Hi, Lewis. Welcome
Hey,
back.
sorry.
Welcome back to Formula Friday. The good news is, do you have any last minute takes on Formula Friday or Miami before we move on to the grid gamble?
No, I was just going to ask your opinion on the only thing I had was I was going to ask your opinion on it, but you already have it. So, like, you already told me your opinion, so we're good. I got nothing.
Sick.
It's a track. Like, I got nothing really more to say about it. It's just the prompt and circumstance, whatever that word is. It's just it is just a bit much for me.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Let's move on to Grid Gamble. Remember Grid Gamble? Remember this game that we play?
I love this game so much when it works.
So I'm just going to go back since it's been a month since we've played. Each team is assigned a number 1 through 12. 1 being McLaren, Mercedes, Red Bull, and then 12 being just a free choice. You get to pick any driver from any team. You roll for a team, and then you get to pick a driver from that team. You adopt them over the weekend, and wherever they finish is how many points you get. For Japan, Lewis got Max Verstappen. I had Oscar Piastri. Lewis scored 4 points. You're on the board, Lewis. I'm proud of you.
Oh, finally. I think I've quadrupled my score in the last 2 years.
Oscar scored 18 points.
So
that brings up my previous score from 2 to 20. And I am once again leading Grid Gamble. Lewis, question for you.
Yeah.
I know you've been in the lab. You got your 3D printer behind there. Is our super secret technology ready for this week, or do we want to do it the old-fashioned way?
We could do it old-fashioned. It's not how to put this, reliable yet.
That's fair.
It's kind of like the Aston Martin.
Oh no, don't say that.
It works a little bit.
Okay. I have the Formula Dice here for 2026. Lewis, I know how we've been doing this since I've been leading. You've been going first, but that doesn't seem to work. So I'm going to give you the choice. Would you like to go first or second?
I will go second.
Okay.
Hopefully that will help.
I'm rolling for myself. I don't have a whole lot of desk space because I decided to set up my racing rig. 4. I rolled a 4, so that gives me the option of Ferrari.
Ooh, that's not bad at
Ooh.
all.
Do I want Charles or Lewis? Oh, wow. This wasn't
Ooh,
a hard
that's a
choice
tough
last year,
one.
but this feels like a tough choice this year. I'm going to go with Charles.
Well, it's not a bad choice, honestly. Like that's really, yeah, that's not a bad choice.
Okay, Lewis, now I'm rolling for you. That was 3. You get Red Bull again.
Ooh.
Who would you like?
I have to go Max. I can't go Isaac here.
All right.
Up.
Thanks for stopping. So it is it's a Max versus Charles battle for Miami this season. Join us this week. Join us next week when we talk about the Miami race, and we don't have a race to preview because Lewis, guess what?
What?
Have another slight break.
What?
Yeah. Isn't it cool? Isn't it really cool that we have Miami after a month of no racing, and then the next race we have is Canada on the week of the 22nd.
Oh,
Or
it's
the
my son's
weekend of the
birthday.
22nd.
So we get to watch that together. Yay.
Yay. All right. That's been Formula Friday. Sorry for the technical difficulties in between there. Lewis's computer just decided to blow up.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. I can't figure it out. Cool. I found one error. The computer has rebooted from a bug check. Thank you. That helps.
All right. Well,
Nothing.
until next time, I've been Nick. That's been Lewis. Talk to you next week.